Peace, peace, and power. Hey, everybody. Just wanted to give you a warning about fish, in particular, fish that is farmed. Aside from the GMO aspect, just for the pollution load it's actually carrying from toxins and the filthy water it's being spawned in, to the toxics in the food pellets that we don't even know what it could intake from day to day. What's up, brother? Peace and power to you. I was just sitting out here. I'm getting ready to go. And I was just thinking about so much health that I look around. I see dandelions over here. I see wild lettuce. I see some other little herbs. And I think to myself, why does Monsanto spend billions of dollars in our educational system, spend billions of dollars on researching new drugs, when quite literally over there is the key to health? As we go this road of pollution, as we go down this road of everything you're consuming is debased, quite literally, let's break it down. Let's break it down. You woke up this morning. You had some pancake. You probably had some syrup and butter on that. You just consume plastic. You just consume modified sugar products, high fructose corn syrup. So consume bleach in the flour. Not to mention all the little pesticides and whatever it takes to make whatever it is grow in an industrial capacity, just like up north, Iowa. Before too long, the United States is going to be known for bacon, because that's about the only thing they'll be able to live in, this slop and filth. It's pigs. And the slop and filth is our very environment. We are being led by old men and women who see their personal sunset coming. But before they go, they want to make sure they make enough money, have enough power and privilege to pass down some sort of situation to their bloodline. And I'm letting you know, for those who believe that and are in that position right now that can hear me, mark my words, your descendants are going to curse your name. They truly. The rest of us, either we get together unified, take back the rivers, take back the oceans, take back the land. Think about it, y'all. This is World War II on steroids. They're fighting us in the air, they're fighting us on the land, and they're fighting us in the water. Chemtrails, industrial farming, both on land and sea. It's killing us, slowly but surely. But you won't believe me until some sort of scientist comes out and publishes some work. Oh, by God, eating all that fish, the omega-3s was basically a vessel for all the pollution to lock onto and go right into your system. Our bad. Hopefully they'll be sued. That tends to be the sacrifice one must make. You can go out and reap all the destruction and mayhem with your little products, and the survivors gets to sue you. And you get to tuck away as much money as you possibly can before it collapses. How many more scams? Even Coca-Cola. Look at the great Coca-Cola. Exploiting diabetes throughout the world, throughout the planet. You watch in the next and coming years, the diabetes rates in third world nations are going to go through the roof. Thank you, Fanta. You watch. Like I told the young people, what's up, brother Air? Like I told the young people, if you want to make money in this world, all you have to do is put your mind to making a product that can harm people. You get paid all day long. It doesn't. I'm not talking about directly people. I mean, even the technology I'm using to do this little broadcast right now is from a cell phone, which we all know was uh, all technologically developed to target individuals for deaf or military applications. Everything from the camera to the microphone to the GPS in it to any technology that's in it to gather information prior to the attack. You see, what I'm most fearful of are the people waking up at the very end not prepared. Just like, oh my God, it's all crumbling. And all they literally have is a bag of potato chips and maybe a 20-ounce Dr. Pepper. Who knows? Prepare now. Prepare for it and prepare for after. What I mean, have seeds. Get different, things that you like. Zucchini, carrots, whatever. After that, knowledge that you want to pass on. Get the knowledge that you need to complete yourself. And then get ready to ride the wave. Because I'm telling you right now, as sure as people want to impeach Trump, as sure as people want to see the latest new entertainment act, the folks running the Zionist program wanting to see the word fulfilled and gladly happy to help in the fulfillment of that, it's ultimately working towards a mass die-off or kill-off or extinction, extermination, whatever you want to say. There's no two ways about it. When they say there's just going to be a remnant of mankind, but these are aspects of the game about. They just want to talk about the good part. But you'll be okay. You'll be safe. You'll be better off. You know what I'm saying? As above, so too below. Put this in your mind. If you're not fulfilling your life here on earth, where you have, as it were, chains on you, what makes you think in the next zone of consciousness, or as we say, life, your position in that respect will fare any better? Power must be seized on a personal level first and then projected into the world. That's what makes it so dangerous. It's so well regulated. You get only what you need to be spoon-fed by the television. Television. And people live their lives by it. What I want you to leave knowing that in many ways, this reality has been a epic test. And each and every one of us is being graded. If you want to look at it in these terms. Either you're going to pass or you're going to fail. And I think we all know answers to these questions fundamentally before we make that step anyhow. You know if you're about something and you know if you're about nothing. That's the reality. I'm just asking, how come we can't be about this damn hub? How come we can't be about some sort of economic? Remember, there's an online presence to help facilitate movement so there can be more people who can actually get out there in the field and help people, help each other. Because I'm telling you right now, there's so many brothers out here floating around and sisters floating around that if they were to float in one central location, we're talking about like building a damn army. I mean, like not in an army in a stupid sense of the word. I'm talking about a true bona fide force. And in that respect, that would be something new. That would be something that hasn't been really seen underneath the sun. Or if it has, it's been in a very, very long time. Because it's just a matter of time before the sky above me, above you, turns a different color. It's just a matter of time before this ground that we're sitting on starts shaking and shit. It's just a matter of time. And for us, friends, many of us, time is a luxury we don't have any longer. Everyone's life is truly an hourglass. Slipping away, slipping away. I guess what I'm asking, and this goes beyond just the listenerships or the chatters in the chat room. I'm talking to one of the people who are actually in the family of the bloodlines. Is this truly the only way for humanity? If this goal that our leadership is working towards in the best interests of humanity? And if not, why are you allowing it to continue? I just cannot stop thinking about something that Sister Raynetta said the other day about the DNA as above, as two below, in outer space or in a cosmic sense is your currency. Like as if we were all in our spaceships and we go to outlying space stations or hubs and we're trading for goods, we would be traded or dealt with based upon the technological, I guess, sophistication of our various peoples. Just think for 1 second. If all of us got about one purpose, all of us. Now we'll have to be cloak and dagger about it. We will have to be, in many ways, a secret society. Because there's just too many haters out there. There's too many crabs down in this damn bucket. Nope, you guys ain't escaping. And they'll come up with the pinchers. We have to be more tactical, more methodical about how we flow. Because right now, the way everything's going, the way everything is, not everything, but many things are actually declining. Holding on to a lot of these old notions and beliefs and dogmas, it's just not going to cut it. Unless, and hopefully I'm wrong, unless they're really not spraying chemicals on us, Unless all those animals right now, as I speak, about ready to get slaughtered at a confinement farm out there, whether it be chickens, cows, what have you on the land, and all the fish who are about ready to be minced up and made into fish sticks, which are polluted to the hilt. Unless all that's not true, okay? And also, there's no secret studies or scientific experiments that's ever been done on anybody. We know that's not true. Nothing like Tuskegee. There's been nothing like the Nazis and the Japanese human experiments during World War II. None of that ever occurred. And then here's the real kicker. Because this affects everything from your shoes to your dew. There's nobody who's just, has a business where they print up the money everybody has to use to operate. Now, we know that's a lie. See, this is where the reality of the thing truly hits you smack dead in the face. And you're like, holy shit. Oh, that's fucking true. There's so much danger out here in this real world. But don't forget, the only thing that it is scared of, the only thing it's scared of, is us actually uniting and manufacturing or manifesting our will for our families in this dimension. As long as they can keep you in your zone, keep me in my zone, keep the next person in their zone, it can dominate us all. And it will dominate us all. It is dominating us all. But these are very, very hard concepts for most people to internalize. Most people want to, no, true, this is all wrong. As you get out here with bootstraps and work really hard and really diligent, you're going to make it. Now drink a cup of coffee, shut the fuck up, and get busy. Now that's true. That is true. But what you're working towards and what you're being rewarded for is ensuring that the beast can carry on for another generation. And then you will be pushed aside, and a new worker with that type of attitude would gladly come up and do what his father did before him, and his father did before him. Working for the system instead of working for the understand. Until we click our minds. And not saying that you go out and get rid of your, no, don't do that. I'm just saying that you understand what you're working for and why you're doing it. Now you got to put bread on the table. We all got to drink water. But at the same time, we all need to be able to measure out our effects that our actions are having in reality. That's why we're all interchangeable and replaceable. Do you guys remember when 9/11 happened and the newscaster came on? He's like, oh, those poor young executives. The young executives died. No one gave a shit about the janitor. Nobody gave a shit about the secretary. Nobody gave a shit about the little bell or elevator guy going up and down. Nobody gave a shit about them. But in overall analysis, even the guy that they wept over was replaceable. Did the economy collapse and falter? No. Did it take a hit? Yes, but that has shit to do with world trade. Well, let's not go that far, but it has shit to do with the events. It had everything to do with the reality that we had to pay the interest from the loans we've been receiving from the People's Republic of China. Came due. Got to pay up those installment payments, baby. America is on a huge payday loan, y'all. The whole country, not just all of us. $68,872. That's what you owe. That's what I owe. That's what my kids owe. That's what my neighbors owe. Each and every one of us. I think you'd be shocked to see how many people can't come up with that kind of cash on a moment's notice. That's even after they pawned and sell everything they earthly own. That's what I'm keep on telling you. When I say that you're marked for extermination, it's nothing personal. It's a business model. And once you understand the business, then you can start seeing the fucking model. And then you can see your place in it. That's why when it comes to extermination time, it's not going to be personal. From their point of view, the exterminator's point of view, you would do the exact same thing to them if you had the power. So predicated on that thought alone, death is the wage. But anyhow, you can be victorious in the death just like you're victorious in life. The only thing that can suppress you, the only thing that can sincerely keep you down or keep you locked in is you. And I don't believe any of you possess that spirit. I think many of you are not exposed to proper thought to get you moving along your spiritual path. I believe that many of you are brainwashed due to whatever dogmatic ideology you may be coming from. But once you get a taste of the truth, once you get an awakening of the mind, there ain't no going back. There ain't no stopping. I tried to warn people without being in danger, a defamation or any of that. I tried to warn you all about the beast, about what's really happening. I just saw a little drone, a straight up drone fly up there. But anyhow, I want you all to know that as far as I'm concerned, my mission's done. I've got the information out there. I know that the show has touched many minds. Basically, the shot in the dark has been shot because I was, in hindsight, really wasn't joking when I said this show is not meant for this era anyhow. It's meant for in the future. For them to know that we were on it. And hopefully there's a remnant of this left somewhere. But as far as the war up there, there'll be new ideals and new consequences to the actions. The actions of us that actually been to outer space and all that, because I'm trying to reach out to some folks who have actually been to outer space and have them on the show. In a way, that is a different point of view. I mean, to actually bear witness to this mud ball spinning into the Hellenistic view of the planet being global. But that aside, and hopefully I can have that, because I'm still working on getting Paul on the show. I haven't solidified a date. Friday show's going to be huge. And there's so many other great people to talk to and set up programs. So yeah, I've been extremely busy. I'm thankful for your prayers. I'm thankful for your energy. I'm thankful for each and every one of you that shares it with me. I really am. Because doing shows of this nature, even though it seems like it's really easy or relatively smooth, I said relative now. It's only because the script is being written by someone other than the host. The true script. And I hope that this script in its totality brings liberation, because freedom is everything, man. Who gives a flying F if you're just a well compensated damn slave? You're still not going to step your ass up in Mar-a-Lago. You're still not going to drink John Perignon out of a glass slipper underneath the full moon, eating a bowl of spaghetti or whatever. And you're still going to die just as fundamentally ignorant to the real situation as you was when you was born. That is a fate that is shameful. And it's directly related to propaganda and disinformation by purpose. By purpose. But we don't ever want to talk about that. We don't ever want, no, don't got time for that. Gotta get back on the plantation and push out some product that's killing people, making them sick, making them weak. Heck, the way it's going, if there ever is an invasion on this country, there's so many people in those rascal chairs that if they were to shoot guns, they'll flip the doggone chair over. Pop! I can't get up. I can't get up. I bet you in reality, there's probably less than 20% of the population in the whole damn country right now that shoots their firearm at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week, consistently. It's probably less than 20%. But deep down, people think if something really cracks off, it'll be those pistols and rifles that's going to save the day. Now, I'm sure whoever comes out victorious is going to write the story as so. Yes, it was not for, our weaponry and blah, blah, blah. More biomatter being lost. Because don't forget, y'all, these bodies that we're possessing were meant to produce, to send on the DNA on to the future. You can have wars totally disrupt that process. You can have sexual behavior totally disrupt that process. But in essence, what we're talking about is individual weakness, the individual, because I truly believe most people, if afforded the opportunity to express their power, they would actually bond together or come together and reproduce and have families. I believe that's naturally what most people would do. But it's just not that simple. Just not that easy. And that's why there's so many people making millions of dollars on relationship book this, romance video that. And I truly neglected this whole aspect in the very beginning of these shows. I always just took it for granted. But it does all come back together. For the way that these chemicals that you ingest in your food makes you think, make the hormone levels in your body, makes things appear attractive or non-attractive. All this has a cumulative effect. Now, Brother Nick showed us the sky where he's at, and it was totally cloud free. And so is this. Hold on. I'm show you guys. This is like totally cloud free. I mean, there's a huge walnut tree above us directly. Beautiful walnuts. By the way, walnuts make great, great food. And I get like, I don't know, 10, 12, 5-gallon buckets full typically each year, if not more. Whatever the squirrels don't eat, which they do eat a lot. But anyhow, no, I had to just give this warning out to those who are conscious and those who are actually researching these topics that I'd be bringing up. Research fish, poisonous fish. You see how the fish industry globally has hidden the fact about how pollution truly works, how polluted fish pellets and polluted waters are amplified in the smaller fish, which are eaten by the bigger fish. And as we go up the fish fatty tissue level, the fish that we claim has the best omega-3s because of their fat contents also has the most pollution content as well. So that is your salmons, your trouts, your tuna, swordfish, sharks. And now that we've realized that there's fish coming out of the Baltic Sea that it is extremely contaminated and coming out of the Chernobyl region, which is radioactive. And these food products are going into the manufacturer of basically fish mince pellets. They're like this big, like that wide, and manufacturers just hook that shit up, and then you get your little fish platter. And this is, I would assume it's also occurring here in the United States. This is more for the folks listening to the show in Europe, the Middle East, Western Asia, because a lot of that product is in North Africa, of course. And then we got our fish coming from Vietnam as well. Odorless, tasteless fish that was processed with all kinds of nitrates. All that's being consumed into your body. And it's being manifested into sickness, mental distortion. Because if your body's sick, your mind typically becomes sick too. So, once again, what do you do for food? You better start growing it. You better start getting access to people who grow it. Heirloom seeds, non-GMO seeds. That's if I can stress anything, it is heirloom seed, non-GMO seed. Now, there's critters out here are going to eat some of your crop. Dude, they're not going to eat it all. They're not going to eat it all. Look at that as a sacrifice to nature, because those same critters are going to pollinate that plant so you get what? More seed. Everything's a circle, man, where you want to accept it or not. Don't be square inside of a circle. Go with the flow. Navigate this current of life. Use your mind as a rudder. When I look out and I see pesticides being sprayed on our highways, when I see pesticides being sprayed by around the major city parks, major city buildings, like schools, Roundup sprayed out there, when I see pesticides being into the atmosphere, yeah, I think that's cause for concern. Monsanto and this isn't defamation, has been the #1 killer of critters in humanity. Monsanto has killed more critters and their products by the deployment of their products all around the world, has killed more critters. We're going on the record than Genghis Khan. They killed more critters. Alexander the Great. They killed more critters than President Truman. They killed more critters than Ronald Reagan. And unfortunately, yeah, you're the critters. And they killed more and continue to today. Oh, what a beautiful world. What a beautiful world. You see, there's this nuclear fireball in space sending down radiation and light. There's this toxic GMO plant that we're going to put on a supper plate. And right beside that, we're going to slice a piece of GMO meat product on the side. And we're going to wash that down with a good old glass of refined sugar. And then we actually wonder why we're sick. What a beautiful. Well, on that note, yeah, I'm going to end this little, not even a show, man. This is just me coming on randomly before I got to go and just talking in the sunlight. I have no computer here to verify anything that I say. You know, I kind of really resent that in the fact that I have to kind of use Google. Yeah, see, I say it and there it is. It's on Google. But that was a Mustang, believe it or not. That's crazy. Is this like it's like a bad rap movie being unfolded in my eyes. The dysfunction of rural America. But that's another show. As always, y'all, live your life with integrity without hate, envy, or greed. Brothers and sisters, let's try to be kinder to each other. Peace, power, unity, victory, liberation. I'm out.